Hello everyone and welcome to System Hoppers, an actual play podcast when we can never decide what we want to play. My name is Mark, and I will be your host and keeper of arcane lore for this series. This is part 3 of our Call of Cthulhu playthrough, going through the scenario, The Dare. Please do check out part 1 for an explanation of the game, the rules of Call of Cthulhu, as well as any content warnings about the scenario itself. Now, to give a quick recap, our players Josh, Laura and Steve are playing Rich, Charlotte and Harry respectively. 3 kids that have been dared by Roger, the local bully, to spend the night in the Barnaker house, a creepy abandoned house on the edge of town, on Halloween night. After locking them in the house, he set them the task to find a key he'd hidden somewhere in the house. Find it, and they can let themselves out early and go home, but fail and they'd have to be stuck in the house until sunrise. In the last part, the group had just found a strange picture in the living room of the Briggs, the family of 4 that previously lived at the house. They decided to look upstairs on the 2nd floor, and then Rich thought he saw a strange figure in a mirror touch him, and Harry saw another figure in a bathroom mirror move past him and slam a door. But they just could have been Roger, right? He's just messing with them, I think. They explored some old children's bedrooms, a charred room that Roger had clearly damaged some time before, and found a staircase going up to the attic and a cupola above that. Once up there, Rich saw a bat creature with the face of a human, and Charlotte and Harry saw specks of light that Charlotte thought were wisps, spirits, or lost souls that were near their final resting place. Harry then saw one of them close up and realised it was an eyeless child staring back at him. After then hearing something else on the side of the house, the group decided to run back downstairs. After taking a moment to compose themselves and argue over whether a 13-year-old bully was capable of these kind of scares, they kept looking around, and they had a look around an old sewing room. Rooting around a pile of clothes, Rich found a small doll that was dressed in the exact same Halloween costume as him, that had red yarn leaking out of its stomach. The group then set into the final room on the 2nd floor, a master bedroom that also looked like it had been ransacked over the years. After finding a closet door that was locked, Harry tried and failed to open it, and then after pushing the roll he tried to shoulder charge it, only to fail that roll as well. The consequence was this is that he did open the door, but fell straight into the closet, and straight into the lap of a decaying, rotten corpse that was in there, which is where we're going to pick up from now. After a brief squelching around, you realise that you've landed on the body of this corpse, almost looking at you with just eyes that are missing, teeth like lips that have been chewed off into a strange, weird grin. What I'm going to do firstly then is I'm going to get everyone to roll me a sanity check.
Oh. Okay.
Harry, you pushed a roll and you failed, so I'm going to make you roll it with a penalty dice.
Okay, let's try it.
So, Charlotte, that's a hard success, and Rich, that's a success, right?
Yeah.
Charlotte, do you want to lose 4 points of sanity?
Wow, that's a hard success as well. 4.
Rich, do you want to lose 3?
Okay.
I failed it regardless, so...
Harry, do you want to lose 5 points of sanity?
5?
Now, something special happens when you lose 5 or more sanity in one go.
Oh, right.
So if you lose 5 or more sanity from one thing, there is a chance you might go insane. If you lose a fifth of your sanity in a day, you definitely go insane.
I've just lost a fifth of my sanity in a day.
Oh, okay. Is that the 5th point?
Yeah, that's 32 out of 40, so that's 8 points gone.
Typically, for the rest of you, if you lose 5 sanity in one go, you get to make an intelligence check. If you fail the check, nothing happens. You're too confused to work out what's going on. If you succeed the check, you're smart enough to work out like the horror of what you're seeing, and you will go insane.
Oh no, being clever is bad.
Can you roll me a d10? So also the rest of you, you're quite shocked at this, but Harry, something like the fact you've fallen on this body and it's kind of, the blood's dried, but where you've kind of touched it, it's still a bit damp and it's on your hands, and like, what costume did you come in again?
Labyrinth, David Bowie.
Your white open-collared shirt is now like speckled red with blood, and as you touch it, it like sticks to you. And you're on a 4.
4.
Wonderful. This is as you see this, Harry, you turn and look at the other 2, who in a brief moment are kind of stood there in shock, and you are overcome with extreme paranoia.
They're out to get me.
Did you just laugh, Laura?
No.
As you look at them, you are overcome with extreme paranoia. Everyone is out to get you. No one can be trusted. You've been set up. This is a spy. Someone has betrayed you, and this is a trick. So you can roleplay that however you want.
I'm like in a squishy dead body, aren't I?
Squishy.
It's very squishy. I'm going to pick myself up, crawl backwards out the door, and I'm just going to look at the other two and be like, you're working with him, aren't you? Roger, you planned this. You wanted me to fall on this.
Do you think we killed someone specifically so you could fall into this body?
It just seems weirdly coincidental to me that I'm the one that fell through the door.
You're the one that tried to open it. I don't know anything about this.
So you're setting me up. It's a big joke at school. There goes mole hands.
I barely know you.
Can I use be a power roll to try and help?
That is actually one of the things you can use that skill for.
That's cool.
Yay!
Literally, it's trying to help snap someone out that's freaking out.
Okay, I'm gonna be a power and try and convince Mr. Molehands here that, we are all on the same side.
Fail, you've rolled a fail.
Oh no.
Well, you got options. You can spend some luck or you can push the roll.
Push that roll. That statistically has never gone badly.
Let's shake him into more insanity.
If I push for roll, I get to re-roll, but if it goes wrong, things get real bad.
So yeah, you have to tell me. I'll tell you kind of how it fails if you want to push the roll. You'll tell me how you're trying this again. If you push the roll, you can't use your luck. And if it fails, there will be a consequence. You could spend 8 points of your luck to buy yourself down to a success, because you did roll 87 versus 80.
Right, so I just need to roll. I've got 55 luck. I haven't spent any luck this game. Do you know what? I'm going to push for roll. We're going to push for roll.
As you're trying to kind of get him to snap out of it, he's shaking, he's looking at you like he's not like buying it, or he's too, how do you want to reapproach this to push the roll?
I reapproach it because, I think at the heart, we're both nerds, right? We both experience this type of bullying day to day. I understand the anxiety, the feeling that people are against you, and I'm going to come from that angle. Instead of just being like, we've been through everything in this house together, which is what I started from, I'm going to come from a personal standpoint and be like, we are one of the same.
Okay.
Oh, it's so deep.
Yeah, make the roll.
Oh no! You accidentally called me mole hands when you first tried to explain that.
We both have mole hands! And it's like, no!
How did you manage to roll worse?
I didn't even plan for how this would go wrong. I just assumed it would. I'll say that as you say that, yeah. Steve, how do you want to interpret that? No, it doesn't work out.
Panic. I'm just leaving. Like, legally, they're not allowed to follow me.
Are you just making a bolt for the door, or are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say as you run to the door, then you try the door and it will not open.
Oh no.
Charlotte, what are you doing while this is going on?
I would like to, even though there's a lot of ruckus going on, I'd like to inspect the body, if that's not too weird of a thing for my character to do, but find out maybe how he died, how recent it was. What should I roll for this? I would think occult, but...
Make me an intelligence check first.
Okay.
Hard success.
Nice. We need some of them.
Charlotte, while this is going on, you walk over and you get close to this body, and it's definitely, you've never seen anything like this before, but you've read a lot about, bodies and corpses. You've actually, as you're looking at this figure, you actually realise that you've seen this guy before.
Oh my god.
Before you even get to, inspecting the details, you realise this is a man, you've seen him before. People might have heard of him. He's I want to say, the local homeless guy, but, a homeless man that's helped out around the community before. He was a guy everyone called him Old Danny. He wasn't nefarious, he was just a bit weird. But you've heard people call him a little bit slow before. But you definitely recognise this guy, you've seen his old jacket and his shirt. What else did you want to do?
I guess try and decipher how old this might have been. I don't know if I'm allowed to know that. I'm probably too young to know how, recent a dead body is.
I'll give you a choice here on what you want to work out. If you want to kind of ascertain probably killed him and what, it's a science class, more of a science role.
Okay.
If you want to make a kind of time of death, it'll probably be nature. I can also let you roll spooky stuff for something else that you might know. But it would be individual checks for each one.
Wait, okay, so science and occult?
Science, nature, or spooky stuff / occult.
Occult.
Ooh, 78 versus 80.
Oh.
As you kind of start trying to look over the details of what happened here, something else catches your attention. His left hand is just an old bloody stump, and you can see where kind of Harry's disturbed it.
Okay.
What you realise, though, is you've actually read about something like this before. And you notice, as you look over his body again, you see he's got a cord wrapped around his neck and kind of pulled tight. In your kind of occult literature and kind of stories of the dead and witchcraft and whatnot, this reminds you of something you've heard of before, that if you cut off the left hand of a felon that was hanged, you can create an item called a Hand of Glory.
Okay.
And it's essentially like a hand that you can put a candle on, and when you burn the candle, it can do a myriad of magics. Like, it can lock entire houses. It can put people into a supernatural sleep state. It can give people like control of the local area. This is definitely something you've heard to do with witchcraft, though. Can you make me a sanity roll?
Okay.
Ooh, just squeaking these on you. Jeez.
You're fine. Nothing happens.
Yeah, it's just a story.
Meanwhile, Harry, you were getting to the door, right?
Yes.
You open the door and it just doesn't open.
I'm just going to start ragging on it, kicking it, bashing against it, everything in my power to try and get through this door.
Like, Rich, you see him walk over the door, and he starts pushing on the door, and then eventually he just pushes it and just flies open. As far as you see, he wasn't actually trying the handle at all for a few seconds, though. As you emerge out on, like, landing, what do you want to do?
I am going straight to the front door.
I'm going home.
I'm taking my toys, and I'm going home.
You get down to the landing, you stop. Sat right on the kind of top of the stairs looking at you. You see a large mangy cat.
Huh.
It is a large, mangy, rough, like looking cat. One of its eyes looks like it's got fur growing over it. It might be missing. You realise this was definitely one of the cats that was sat down with the statues earlier.
Wasn't that outside?
No, it was downstairs in the dining room, in the living room. There were a load of like statuettes and like figures.
Oh yes, yeah.
It just looked at you with big old eyes.
What? How did you get in here, cat? Are you in on it too?
Just stares at you. It slowly walks up to you.
Hold my position, though. Please don't scratch me or anything.
Looks at you. It sits down and just looks up at you.
Scared for you.
I will nervously extend a hand down,
What are you doing, to pet it, or?
I guess.
As you kind of do that, it kind of walks, it does that thing cats do, where they walk along your legs and kind of press themselves against you. And as it looks up, you realise that its eyes the whole time, its eyes have just been looking like straight at you, like it's not broken, like almost this weird eye contact to you.
Comfortable eye contact with a cat. Do you know how to get out of this house, cat? Have you got like a cat flap or something?
You hear for a second as you hear an audible, "You're not getting out of here, Harry. You're right where you need to be," from the cat. Rich, what are you doing while this is going on?
Well, I think I've peered out because I'm worried about my friend. Like, I've tried to calm him down, and I've made matters worse. And I feel like I take a level of taking it personal that that's happened. I am the sidekick after all, and if I can't be the sidekick, what can I be? So I go and make sure he's okay.
As you poke your head out the door, you see he is just stood there, just staring down at something. You can, from the banister, you can see the cat as well.
Okay.
You don't hear it make any noises though. As Harry, you hear it definitely say this to you. It spoke with almost like a person's voice.
I'm gonna call over to Harry. Harry, are you okay?
I'll visibly flinch when you do it.
Harry, I'm gonna approach carefully, cautiously. Harry, it's okay. It's just a cat.
The cat just told me I'm not allowed to leave.
Okay. Now, I know we've been through a lot today, but cats can't talk. And maybe we should try and get some fresh air. That might help.
Yes, I want to leave.
Okay, so I'm going to go over to the window carefully and open it and just try and let in a bit of a breeze.
No, the window is like boarded.
Okay. Okay.
As you walk over to the window, the cat goes around like the other side of you as it just sits down by this big antique mirror. It looks up at the mirror and then it looks back at you, Harry. And then Richard looks to you as well.
Can I was just trying to think. I want to try and befriend a cat because cats are always good to be your friend. I don't know if I have a role I can do for that.
I was like, the cat's not. It's being friendly to you at the minute. It's not.
I'm gonna go and stroke the cat then, if that's okay. Because maybe me befriending the cat will help Harry feel a bit more calm.
Okay, I'll say the cat. It kind of looks to you as you kind of like walk over to it, but it kind of moves itself into the corner. But it doesn't move away from you as you kind of. You see that its fur is unkempt and like matted and grey.
Rule number one about approaching a cat is that you don't want to approach a cat. Let the cat come to you. So I'm going to stand up, Harry, because I've seen the cat go to the corner, and I don't want to make it feel uncomfortable. So I'm going to sit down next to Harry. I go down on my knees, so I'm at the same eye level as the cat. Don't look it in the eye, that's really bad. And then you do the little hand thing and try to see if the cat will come over to me.
Make me a... Do I make you roll for that? Make me be a power roll.
Oh, okay. These have gone well so far. Yay!
It looks at you like there is a delay, like there is a hesitancy in it approaching you, as it very slowly and kind of gingerly makes its way over to you. It stops for a second and it glances back at the mirror, and then it kind of commits to. It doesn't quite come to you as it kind of moves itself between the two of you.
Okay. See, Harry, the cat's fine. The cat is friendly. It's just a stray. It's just as confused and locked in here as we are.
I think I'm gonna hop back to Laura. What are you doing while this is going on?
I guess I've finished inspecting the body, I assume.
Well, I gave you the occult roll while the other stuff was going on, but is there anything else you wanted to have done?
Not in this room. I'll probably look around, realise everyone's gone, and come join in the hallway.
You can roll the other stuff.
Yeah, can I roll Natural World?
Yeah, you can roll Natural World or Science class. Is that a failure on Natural World?
Yeah, failure.
This body, like, the blood is dried and it's caked in areas, but it is still kind of damp from where Harry's disturbed it. You can't immediately be like, I know when this died.
Sure.
This whole scene does strike you as very odd as well, though. You can roll Science class as well.
Okay, I'll do it.
I didn't need to roll to know that this whole scene is odd.
Oh, okay. I just mean, like, it's a bit weird that it's like, I told you that thing about magic and a hand missing, and the fact that he's a hanged man.
I'll use my science knowledge.
On a failure like that, yeah, you're not really sure.
Okay, fair enough.
Nothing you see is really giving you an answer.
Right, yeah.
And also the hand in question is nowhere to be found in the room. And the more you look at it, the more kind of questions spring up without answers.
And the closet was locked when we try. I guess I'm done in here unless I can check his pockets for anything. I don't really see the point in that, actually. I know the person, sort of. Weird things are missing from him.
Maybe intelligence roll.
Alright. See if I can gauge anything else. Yeah.
As you're looking at this man, you realise that, like, homeless people tend to, carry a lot of what they've got, on like a bridle or like a bag. And you distinctly remember down in the living room there was a big knapsack of unknown origin that you guys went through.
Wait, wasn't that Roger's though?
There was a backpack that Roger had by the door, but in the parlour there was a random knapsack by the fireplace you went through.
Okay, yeah.
It had some whiskey in it, it had a roll of money.
Oh, yeah.
We went for a dead man's things.
So he was probably, I'm gonna assume he's been living in this house, or maybe just comes to chill every now and then, and has gotten himself into a situation here somehow. Don't know. Yeah, I think I'm done with the body. I feel like I've seen enough here that wander back out to wherever else is.
As you're leaving the room, I'm not going to make you roll for this, you also spot, you didn't spot it on the way in, and I forgot to mention it.
Right in there.
Like a trap door, not quite a trap door, but like a door up to to an attic.
Okay.
A space up to the attic up there. You can see this one is ajar, it's one of those square bits that kind of pops on, but it's off in such a way where, it looks like someone lifted it and never put it back. And you can see, as you look up, there's like a box in the kind of crack where you can see through. There's a big box that's like sitting right next to it that's kind of teetering over the edge.
Can I reach this box?
Oh no, it's on the ceiling.
Yeah, probably. I'll make note of it, but
yeah, you kind of spot it as you leave, as your hands on the door.
It's probably just someone's stuff, like the dead guy's when he was living there.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Did you want to come out and find the others?
I can come out and find the others. I'm feeling a bit scared on my own with this dead body.
As you get up to the stairs, you see they're all stood there. Rich, did you want to nab the gangs back together? Did you anything you wanted to do?
Well, I've just been trying to
Ooh, a cat.
Try and help Harry. I guess I'll just I'll turn to Charlotte and say I think Harry needs some fresh air after everything.
Oh, are we gonna be able to get him outside?
Yeah, I think we should try and get him outside. Maybe if we could just pop his head out for a little bit,
Must be a window that can open.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe we could try and talk to Roger. Like, I know. Maybe we could appeal to his better half. Like, you know, we're not going to leave, but we're just going to pop out for a little, just outside for a second and come back in.
As you say that, you guys do realise that you haven't seen Roger in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or heard him. Like, he disappeared, like, when you guys went, like, just before you went to the attic, and he went to go to the leak, like, take a piss, and he never came back.
Classic Roger.
Shall we go and see if he's downstairs?
Yeah, that was where he went to go pee,
Okay.
so let's go. Should we bring Harry with us?
Harry, at this point, your bout of madness has ended. As in your paranoia, but you've gone into underlying insanity.
I don't actively think everybody's trying to
It's a
get me.
step up.
I just subconsciously think that everyone's out to get me.
Shall we go downstairs, Harry, and just see if we can find Roger? And
Could we not just break the door down?
I guess we can try.
I don't want us to hurt ourselves doing that.
Yeah, let's go downstairs and just try and assess the situation a little bit.
Yeah. Let's head down.
And
Anywhere better than up here.
I look at the cat and kind of like try and get the cat to come with us and go like, come on.
As you move down the stairs, you see the cat follows you, and then it gets right to the top of the stairs, it just sits on the top of the stairs and just stares at you.
Classic cat. Okay, well, I kind of wave to the cat awkwardly.
I will also wave at the cat. Right.
It just stares at you with these big old eyes.
I want the cat to be our friend. I feel like befriend the cat.
Down in the entry hall again now, yeah?
Oh, it looks like we're down in the entry hall again, guys.
Oh, wow. That sure was quick.
Go downstairs. Cool, you're downstairs now. As you do get down to the entry hall, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna call out just for call Roger's name, see if I can get his attention. Roger.
I'm going to start trying to open the door.
Door is locked.
That's not going to stop me from trying to open it.
Does it have like a crest of an armor on it or something, or a crest of
A crest of spades.
Yeah. Maybe this is all Resident Evil. I can't tell anymore.
You did see Roger had a fancy skeleton, or skeleton key as he called it, and he said there's another key somewhere, but it's not that. And there is no answer from the rest of the house. As you look back up where the cat was staring at you, you see it's gone now.
Okay. Did Roger say where he's going to, you know?
He just said he was gonna pee.
It's a very, very
Sounded
long
like
pee.
he come down here. One of these rooms.
Do you think wasn't there a back door at the back?
Yeah, let's go check around the back, because it doesn't seem like he's up this end, and I don't hear him.
How are you going to come with us?
I suppose I'll come with you.
Because if Roger doesn't know what's upstairs, then, you know, he'd be in danger as much as we are. So we should really try and find him.
How do you know Roger didn't do that?
I mean, I guess he could have, but he didn't seem like... I mean, what do you think, Charlotte?
I don't think he's capable of something like that.
No, he seemed a bit strange even when he was looking in some of the rooms, like a little bit...
However, I did notice that the corpse's hand was gone, and from what I've read, that kind of thing can be used for candles, which he had a few candles of his own on him.
He did say he found candles here, so maybe someone...
I don't seem capable of something like that, but seems like he might be more interested in that kind of thing than we might think he is. But I don't want to think he's done that. I just don't know why he would bring us here to show us that if he didn't.
Yeah, I believe him that he found the candles, because I don't think he can make candles out of body fat or just wax. I don't think he can make a candle out of anything.
He's dumb. Yeah.
I didn't say that, but... Harry, do you want to say it?
Very dumb.
He's not a smart guy.
There we go. Okay, let's just try and find his door and try and find him.
Roger's stat block, and I was just looking how intelligent he was.
Is he dumb? No!
Is he though?
I'm going to check the door.
Yep, back door is locked.
Oh.
Okay. Shall we check in the kitchen?
Yeah, if we can get in.
I kind of call for Roger as we enter the kitchen.
You haven't been to this room, have you?
No.
Nope.
Roger!
At this point as well, I'll say, as you're kind of trying the back door and stuff, you can also hear, you know, the storm that's been brewing and the wind that's been blowing and like the rain, like is full on like thunder, like almost like thunderstorm outside. Not like thundering all the time, but like You know, it is a heavy rainstorm outside now as well, and like the silence of that, there is just no silence as the house just creaks and like the rain hits it and the wind hits it. You see there are several cupboards and drawers with pots and pans and utensils, moulded cans and long chewed open boxes from decades past. There's a big old oven that obviously hasn't been powered or cleaned in so long that it's just shut. An old-fashioned telephone attached to the wall, like a telephone from like the 60s. Rich, as you walk in first, this door here is open.
Okay.
And you see a set of muddy footprints. Like, it looks like the same set. It looks like someone came down and went up and came down and walked through here. Like, some of it's dried, but some of it looks a bit new.
So, is this door in front of me, is that an outside door, or is that going further into the house? I mean, I guess if I look up the door, does it look like an outside door or inside?
Oh, no, it looks like a regular door.
Okay.
Going back into the room.
Cool, so because I'm trying to look at these muddy footprints, because I'm trying to work out if maybe he went in, like, changed shoes or something. I'm trying to work out if this could be Roger's muddy footprints or something spooky. But okay, cool. Okay.
And they look like the footprints look like it could be Roger's. It's not unheard of.
I'm gonna get people's attention. I'm not gonna just go and explore on my own. But like, there's some muddy footprints over here.
Oh.
Can I try the phone? Pick it up, see if it works.
Yeah, it's not working.
Colour me surprised.
Of course.
As you try it and like pick it up, you notice that it looks like it's like a wiring issue, maybe. Like it looks like it's not connected properly or something, but you're not really sure. But it looks like it could work.
Well, there's these muddy footprints. We could look around here to see if we can find the key as well.
Yeah, can I investigate the footprints with, like, natural world, maybe, or...
What do you want to gauge from them?
Good question. Whose they are. Yeah, what kind of shoe it is, I guess. Or what kind of... If they're new footprints.
I'll let you make a hard notice stuff or a science class roll.
We'll do notice stuff.
Ooh, an extreme success.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, as you look at it then, you kind of put your foot like next to it as well, and you notice that these definitely belong, like, these footprints also, they definitely look like someone of your age.
Okay.
Like, you know, a kid, like 11, 12, 13. And as you look over them, some of them seem old, but two sets that are much older, and then it looks a lot newer elsewhere. And you can also see the steps, so the steps where they go down this open door, and they lead down a set of steps that go down into like a basement.
Oh, of course.
Two sets of footprints.
Sorry, it looks like the same person.
Okay.
Where down here at some point, up here at some point, and then down and up here recently. Like 2 trips and then a new trip, like 2 old trips and a 3rd trip.
So someone's been hanging out here.
Do you think it could be Roger?
I mean, it seems about right for the prince. I guess he could have been travelling around here before we got here, or to come down here to pee, maybe even. I don't know why he would go down there.
Or maybe he didn't go to pee and someone to the key down there.
He could have planted the key down there.
I mean, that sounds pretty scary. He definitely hadn't gone up in attic because no one's been in that attic. So maybe he's been in the basement. That is suitably creepy.
As this is going on, you all jolt, Harry, especially you, as you suddenly hear like 4 very loud bangs from the front of the house.
Okay.
At this point as well, it's dark as well. Like, it's getting quite dark. The candles give this kind of eerie lighting around the house, and you've got like your flashlights / torches. As you're kind of looking at yourselves and kind of you hear it again. You hear this like banging again. And you hear a voice. You hear someone shout something from the front of the house. As you hear Roger goes, "Hold your horses, I'm coming."
I scoot out into the hallway here to see what's going on.
I go as well. Let's go and see
Me
it's
too.
Roger, but we need to go and see where Roger is.
Yeah.
To the stairs, I guess.
Yeah, just so we can have a good view of the front door.
Where the bang come from?
You see Roger skip kind of along from the dining room. As he walks up and reaches into his jacket, takes out the skeleton key, and unlocks the front door.
Right.
He's running for that door.
As you look on the other side of the door, you can't really see, like, in the glass, and because it's dark, you can't really see it. You can just hear banging, and you can hear some kind of shouting of some kind.
Right.
Roger seems a bit confused, but he just seems to reach in as he tries to open the door. You're just standing there.
When the door is open, I'm going to make a bolt for it. I'm done with this house.
I'm going to be a bit more cautious because I don't really understand Roger's role in all of this, and I kind of want to make sure he's okay as well. I'm kind of a bit worried about him.
And I don't know who's at the door.
Yeah, and I don't know who's at the door as well, because if we try and bolt for it, we've got to get past whoever's at the door. And I think I'm a little bit curious as well, just in general, like what's going on. Like,
Harry, then I'll say, as you're like preparing to bolt for this door, you see Roger open the front door, and as he opens it, like in the dark and stuff, you can just see this tall, like 5, maybe 6 foot tall figure on the other side of the door, like silhouetted against like the darkness. And as you like go to bolt for the door, you stop as this figure puts its hand just around Roger's neck and just shoves him back, like into the middle of the entry hall.
oh wow.
With you.
Oh dear.
As it steps in, pushes the door to like 2 behind him. By the drabs of the... It's still quite well there, actually. It's just candlelight, so it's just a bit, flickery. You can see a older-looking teenager wearing a leather jacket and a black shirt, absolutely soaked to the bone. His hair is drooped in front of his face from where it's kind of absolutely drenched. You can see an older kid, a much older kid, like a high schooler.
It's probably his older brother, but...
Oh yeah.
Ace.
Well remembered. You recognise this is definitely Roger's older brother, Ace. As he sees Roger, he grabs him kind of by the neck, looks at you guys, and then pushes him against this wall. And he looks just absolutely fucking furious. He grabs Roger by the scruff of his Ghostbusters outfit and pulls him up to his level against like the wall. This is where you've been all this time? We've been worried sick. We've been asking around. We haven't seen you for a whole week, and you've been here with these kids. And he points over at you three.
A week?
I try and diffuse the situation. I'd be like, whoa. We don't want to be here.
Can we leave?
Can we please go? Like, we don't want to be here.
And as you say, he looks at you and goes, "We'll get to you in a minute, you kids. What are you doing here?" And he looks back to Roger. I've heard rumours that you've been hanging out at the old Barnaker house all week. What have you been doing? Like, and Roger is just kind of like babbling. But no, I can explain. Sorry, and he's just like not saying words at this point.
I want us to go, but it's hard. Awkward.
Can we make a run? Is the door open still?
You see, though, while this is going on, the door has just slowly pushed itself to, like it's almost closing on its own.
I want to absolutely run for that door.
You can make me a dexterity check.
Oh no.
An extreme dexterity check.
Not trying that.
I need to roll lower than a 7.
You can do this. Hey, if it's a 6-sided dice, you're gonna be fine. Oh, look at that.
I needed an extreme.
It's just a regular success.
Okay.
As you bolt for the door, Ace looks at you and you kind of stop in your tracks as you think this probably wouldn't be a good idea trying to get past this guy. This is the guy that, for all intents and purposes, if anyone had ever messed with Roger, Ace has beaten them up. He's like Roger 2.0, but scarier. As he's kind of shouting, you see he reaches back as he just hits Roger in the face, as he just starts like punching Roger and like hitting him, holding him against the wall. As he just keeps shouting at him, like, this is like, what is going on here? Like, and he just seems completely perplexed by this. Roger's kind of just babbling and speaking.
We're stuck here again.
Can everyone make me a hard notice stuff roll? Maybe I'll make it just a regular notice stuff roll.
Even regardless, I noticed nothing.
You can spend your luck.
Wait, so I rolled 46, I needed 40, so I'd have to spend 6 to get to notice it.
You spend 6 points of luck, yeah.
I'm not spending that.
Well, it's better than Laura spending
38 luck.
Yeah.
I rolled it as hard as against 40, yeah. I'll spend 4 luck.
Yeah. I'll say that as he punches, he gives him like 2 or 3 good punches across like the face and stuff. You notice then that as he hits Roger, like his skin like sags ever so slightly and like almost like dents from where he gets punched. Like it happens 2 or 3 times and you notice it. And as he like hits him, like his skin kind of just like sags ever so slightly and doesn't quite bruise the way that you expect him to.
Oh no, what is Roger?
Before you can say or do anything though, you notice the door behind you, as it was slowly pulling to and closing, it suddenly just slams shut. Almost as if someone just pushed it shut and properly slammed it. As that happens, Ace like glances over at the door. Inside his jacket, Roger just pulls out a little switchblade and just stabs his brother.
What?
Clean in the gut.
Oh no.
As he does that, you see like his black shirt and like as he's drenched in rain just kind of starts to like drip blood. As he kind of falls back, he slumps against the entry door. like holding his stomach as Roger twists the knife in. At this point now he's fallen down, like Roger like is at the same level as height as him as he falls back to his feet. And as he does it, like you see the colour start to drain from Ace's face as he just looks to Roger and just goes, "Why?" And you see Roger just stares at him, moves down, like moves his face right, like close to his. He just goes, "You shouldn't hit me." Can you make me sanity rolls?
Do I have to?
Yes, it is mandatory.
I would like to abstain.
Oh no.
No.
I like how, like, true to your nature, like, Laura, you're playing as the weirdo and you're, like, succeeding all of this.
Doing
Like,
fine at Sunny.
Bit of casual murder, it's fine.
All of it's been alright until the casual murder for me. That's been my life.
Have you lost any sanity, Laura, as well?
I've lost 5 sanity so far overall.
Oh god.
So I'm on 70, yeah. I was 75.
Oh, I see. I was like, your sanity's just been really
It's still
high.
high, and I've not lost much.
Charlotte, then, can you lose 3 points of sanity for making your check?
Yeah.
Did the rest of you guys fail?
Yeah.
I very failed.
Super fail.
I don't have much sanity left at this point.
Rich, can you lose 6 points of sanity?
6, okay.
Ooh, that's above the magic number as well.
Yeah.
It is above the magic
Oh,
number.
no.
And Harry Molehands Enslin, can you lose 9?
9!
Oh no.
Excuse me?
That's what I read. It's
Can't
5,
afford
1d6 plus 4.
I've nearly lost half my sanity.
Rich, can I get a intelligence check from you to see if
Uh-oh.
this is going to push you over the threshold? And Harry, can you just roll me a d10 because you don't get a save?
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
I failed
no.
my intelligence, so that's good in this
Good,
scenario.
that's good.
It is. That actually is. So I'll say you do not go insane from
Oh,
this.
thank
It's-
goodness.
some abscess of your mind protects yourself from really acknowledging of what you've just seen a boy murder his older
I
brother.
guess I just don't think he's really dead. I hang on to a hope that, maybe I misunderstood something, or maybe this is a bigger part of Roger's plans to freak us out.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It could just be a trick.
It could
yeah.
be the whole veal ketchup technique. You've seen Hot Fuzz when he does the fork and the ketchup.
Harry, you rolled an 8. On my table of bad bouts of madness, that is physical hysterics or an emotional outburst.
I will take screaming panic if you're okay with that.
Well, you could have anything, yeah, laughing, crying, screaming. You just gonna
I'd scream.
You are unable to do anything as you just stand there, just screaming at this sight. Yeah, Charlotte and Rich, who can act, what are you guys kind of doing in this moment?
I think I put myself in between Harry and the situation.
Roger just kind of sticks down and says, "Don't hit me," to his brother. As he picks himself up, almost like methodically, with like a weird, like, intent, like every move's kind of mechanical and focused. As he smiles at you, Rich, and he just walks around you, back to the dining room, and just into the house. You hear a door from the dining room open, back towards the kitchen.
Okay. I go, this has got to be a joke. He can't be dead. This is all a part.
This is a part of it.
Yeah, this is a part of it. That's the only explanation, right? Because
Harry, you are still screaming.
can I try and be Harry's pal again for a second time tonight?
You can try. How are you going to snap him out?
I'm down, mole hands. Slap.
I'm like, Harry, it's not real. It's not real. It's okay. You're safe. You're with us. It's okay. It's okay. Roll.
Yeah.
Oh, you got hard to
Oh.
Yes!
Do you want to, Josh? Do you want to roll 1d4 and?
Okay, let's roll a d4. Woo!
Harry Molehands, can you regain 3 points of sanity?
Great, okay.
As you are calmed down. As you kind of manage to snap back, you snap him kind of out of this stupor.
Screaming fit.
What a pal.
We got this. We're gonna be okay. Harry, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Say it after me. We're gonna be okay.
Are we gonna be okay?
We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Okay. Right.
He
Right.
just murdered his brother.
Maybe, or maybe it's a. Let's not worry about it. It's not right. It's not our concern. We're fine. We're safe. We're safe.
Are we safe?
We're safe right now. Neither of us. No one's dead. We're all us three. We're
I
fine.
think at least 2 people are dead.
We're fine.
Charlotte, what do we do?
We, I don't know, Do we tell? No, there's no point telling him about the dead body. Telling Roger. We have to make a break for it somewhere, I guess, or find this key.
Did that phone work in the kitchen?
No, it didn't.
Do you think we can get the phone working? Well, we could phone the police. I mean, that will get us out of this situation, right? Whatever's going on here, the police will come, we can then leave, and they'll see sense and let us go.
I could try and fix the phone, but I've never taken apart a phone that's older than me.
We've got to try.
Let's give it a go. Alright.
What's Roger doing right now?
Oh, you heard him walk off that way and you haven't seen him.
He went
Okay, so he's not
down here
bothered by
somewhere.
us, yeah. Okay.
He went down towards the kitchen.
Oh
What?
no.
Oh, wait, what? No, he went down that way, though. He didn't go through this.
He went down, like, you also know that route does connect to the kitchen. You can intuit that.
Okay. But still, we're going for the phone. If we see him, we'll have to just.
We'll go from there, okay.
Yeah.
So how, Charlotte, how do we sort him out?
We'll just have to, beat him up. Yeah, we can defend ourselves if it comes to it.
Okay.
We don't need to kill anyone. We don't need to hurt anyone yet.
Before you get into the kitchen, then, Harry, you definitely remember that Roger locked the door, and he definitely did not relock the door.
Oh.
As in, while this was going on, he unlocked the door, and Ace barged in, and the door just
But it
the door
closed
shut
on its own.
But
we don't know it's locked.
I'm just as I walk in the kitchen, I'll just turn around and be like, I need to check something, and then just walk straight back out.
What are you checking? I follow. But as we get nearer to the stairs, I kind of start whispering, what are you checking? Kind of thing, because I don't want to cause more attention.
You say his brother slumped against the door, isn't he?
He's slumped against the side of the door. As you see, as you come into here, he's more slumped against the wall. He's not moving.
I'm going to walk to there and then just stop and just keep looking at the door and looking at the body.
I catch up at this point. It's what are you checking?
Like a stage whisper, like, he didn't lock the door.
What does Charlotte want to do?
So I'm going to check out the phone while I'm here. I don't hear you guys talking, probably.
I think about the situation. I'm I know Harry's had a bit of a few fits of madness at this point. I'm going to be
That's an understatement.
I kind of put my hand on his shoulder, I'll check it. I'll do it. I step up. I walk over. I dodge the body.
It's not imposing. It's not impeding.
Well, I'm a small child and I'm seeing a corpse, perhaps, and I'm not.
Come on, man. This is the second time. You've seen a corpse.
Well,
Come
that
on.
doesn't make it any easier. I'm going to try and keep myself away from it as much as possible. And also, I guess I don't trust things.
That's fair.
And I try and press on the door. Am I going to open this door and instead going to be zombie dogs jumping at me?
Can neither confirm nor deny
Okay,
that. I can just say, are you opening the door? Yes.
I've got my the poker ready, almost ready to attack in one hand, and I'm opening the door with the other.
As you pull the handle down,
Yeah.
and put your force on the door, the handle goes down, and you hear the latch of the door move. And as you pull on it, it doesn't move.
I then slowly tiptoe back over past the body, back over to...
The door definitely you heard the thing down and open, but you just couldn't open it.
I can't open it.
Never that easy, is it?
Let's go back to Charlotte.
Meanwhile, actually, Charlotte, while that's going on,
Yes. Can I use fix stuff?
you can fix stuff on the phone.
Cool, let's try. I got a failure.
Uh-oh. This is not an epic fail.
You are you're not really sure what's going on here. This is an old phone. This is one of the old, the ones with the dialer that goes round.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of those, but an old one of them.
Oh no.
I should say for the record, I don't actually know much about the history of phones, if that would be age appropriate, but it is in my fantasy 1980s America.
Okay.
As you're looking at it, you're not really sure where to start, as you suddenly just hear the sound of a door shut. You see Roger standing there, looking at you, smiling.
Okay. Fuck.
As he's looking at you, you see in his hands is a much larger, butcher's knife.
Oh.
And he's just kind of twirling the edge on his finger, like the edge against his finger. As he looks to you, Charlotte, there you are. You've got to come with me.
Where? What?
He points down to the basement, at the door, the open door next to him. Go downstairs now.
Why?
as you look at him now, like you can see his skin is like more sagged from where he was punched, and like he looked normal earlier. He doesn't look normal now. As he points to you, he walks over and he points at the door with one hand and he's holding this big knife in the other.
I want to shout for the guys, but I probably don't want to draw attention. Why are we going into the basement?
She's waiting for you.
Who?
Come on, he points. And at this point, he's going to reach over and try and grab your arm.
Okay, I try and avoid that, so I just start walking.
Make me a dodge roll.
Oh, okay.
You can't just walk away.
I'm going to walk backwards.
Legally, he's not allowed to follow you.
Is that an extreme 6?
Yeah.
Just sandbag. I'll say, like, as he reaches over, he makes like an over-exaggerated grab at you, like where you were. As you dive, which way are you going?
Dive into the right, towards the doorway where everyone else is.
He like dives almost at you and like kind of like misses and just hits where the phone was. As he turns back and looks at you, you shouldn't have done that. As he starts to walk towards you and run.
Okay, I'm running.
That's all for our 3rd episode of this Call of Cthulhu scenario. Hope you enjoyed the episode and thanks so much for listening. Thank you to Kevin Macleod and Fesliyan Studios for the music and sound effects used throughout the episode. I'll put links to both their pages down in the show notes below. If you want to support the show, please do follow us on our socials. I'll put links in the show notes and any support is greatly appreciated. Our plan is to play through the scenario and then switch it up entirely to something new, so comments or suggestions on what you'd like to see us play next are definitely recommended. Join us for part 4 next time, when Roger's intentions for the group are made even more apparent, and the group are confronted by even more strange goings-on. Take care.